Hello everyone, I'd like to ask you all seeing this to please loan me a bit of your time to hear me out. So I come to you all with a humongous bundle of thoughts weighing on my mind over the last while. It has to do with YouTube as a whole and where things have been going. And I know I have spoken out about YouTube in various videos in the past, be it direct or indirect, but I feel now is the time to go a bit deeper into this for everyone here. My name is Corey. I'm a 26-year-old man who lives in Canada, and I currently work as a healthcare security officer at a hospital. I've been working in that job for almost 6 years. While I may still live at home, I work 48 hours a week, I pay bills and pay rent as well as help out my family. I own a car and am currently paying off student loans after attending college for policing and corrections back in 2010 at Success College. I've grown up being diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was 4 years old. As some of you know, it is on the autism spectrum. I have had many challenges growing up as a result of it, ranging from having trouble with speaking and social situations to being bullied for having a disability, and the list goes on. I won't regurgitate too much about it as I've spoken about my autism and how I've overcome the challenges presented to me with it. I have always had a passion that never changed since as far back as I can remember. That being to make people laugh. This is where YouTube now comes into play. So, as a lot of you know, I have a YouTube channel called Mega Crasher. It is a channel that is based on mainly Pokemon content, but with a twist. I play a character very often in my video whose name is Mega Crasher, hence the name being based around my character I play. Mega Crasher is a character who is an over-amplified version of my real-life self, where you see outbursts, rages, hyperactivity, and energy in an over-the-top way. It's something that I have wanted to add into the genre of Pokemon channels as a way of bringing in something different, as from my experiences, I have not seen that sort of concept being implemented in Pokemon content. I took that sort of inspiration from the likes of McJuggernuggets, Boogie2988, Jacksepticeye, and the list goes on. The biggest reason why I pursued the path of YouTube is a real simple one: to inspire and entertain. I don't care about anything else as it comes as perks like ad revenue, partnerships, etc. However, something that keeps the driving force going for my passion to be here is to make people's days brighter with content that I provide, whether I do it in my character Mega Crasher or as my real life self, Corey. I've been active with my Mega Crasher channel since very early November in 2015 after making the change from Mega Masher to Mega Crasher. It has been a long road of a lot of highs and a few lows, which kind of goes for everyone as it is a part of life. The first time we hit a big milestone was all the way back in May of 2016, where we hit 1,000 amazing people subbed, and it was a goal that really set things in motion. Things were growing very quick. People were engaging and being inspired and entertained and giving content honest and positive ratings, as well as giving feedback and criticisms. Before I even knew what was going on, our channel and the growth was taking off. People were hyped and I loved every moment of it. And as a result, it came to us hitting 2,000 amazing people subscribed to our community very early in August of 2016. It was a 3-month period, which was double the speed from our first milestone, taking 6 months to achieve. I am, of course, referencing 1,000 people subscribed to our community, and it took 3 months to then achieve the milestone of 2,000 amazing people subscribed. Things were going very steady, with lots of steam going, and a lot of new content coming forth, such as Pokemon Go videos, Mega Crasher-style rage rants on random things, Pokemon Sun and Moon hype videos, and much more. And before I even knew it then, we ended up hitting 3,000 amazing people subscribed on Halloween of all days. And that right there, that was the moment that made my Halloween the greatest ever, because of all of you and what you did for me as a YouTuber and as a man. The one video that still remains as my best video to this day ever was what helped us reach the goal a lot sooner than expected, and it was less than 3 months. And this video that I'm referring to is, and I quote, Final Starters Evolutions, Island Guardians, and more revealed crazy reaction, hashtag Pokemon Sun Moon video, which to this day has almost 800 likes, 40,000 plus views, and over 300 comments. And to be honest with you, it was like something out of a fantasy novel, almost because it was so surreal on how I was even able to have a video that did better than I ever thought it would, in comparison to other videos which I thought did extremely well given how they themselves also blew up. Suffice to say, that was the highest point ever in the history of the channel and community, and I owe every single bit of it to you all. However, that is where things came to a turnaround, unfortunately, as YouTube changed their algorithms, and as a result, it caused numerous problems for thousands of YouTubers. People were losing ad revenue, losing views, losing results, and a lot more. It especially affected smaller channels like myself and lots of other channels on top of that. As well as on top of that problem, there were also glitches that caused major problems, such as glitches that caused people to unsub from channels where they didn't actually unsub themselves. Uploads not hitting sub boxes, which caused problems with uploads being properly published. Sub feeds also being glitched up, and many more. It did cause problems for myself as a YouTuber and as someone who wanted to get the content out there to reach people and inspire and entertain because of the new changes and glitches. That absolutely sucked. Despite all of that, however, I never gave up. I kept going, and sure enough, as March rolled around, we hit the big 4,000 mark for having that many amazing people in our community. It was something that felt very good, and it was during a time of struggle for a lot of YouTubers who still deal with glitches and the algorithms messing with their content to this very day, to this very moment of me making this video. Up until this very point in time, I have busted my buttocks with making daily uploads. One upload a day does not sit well with me anymore. I have stepped it up in many ways and have uploaded multiple times daily. Even during times when I should be resting up for work, I sacrifice sleep, time at the gym, and more just to make content to keep the passion and dream alive and burning. And I do it with all of you in mind. I do it to make sure that my content will give you things to smile about, like entertaining Pokemon videos, news videos, skit videos, reactions, and much, much more. I have a shoutout series that has been ongoing for over 70 weekly episodes that are dedicated to everyone in the community and those who want to be a part of the community too. I have shouted out so many channels because I love to do exactly that. Help people grow. And as someone who struggled with growth, I am deeply sympathetic to channels that need growth and struggle to take off. So that's where my series comes into play here. And that's why it's still here to this day. I don't have fancy rules to my series as others do for a quote-unquote chance to win. I make sure that everyone who wants a shoutout gets one guaranteed. Then comes other community-based series like Subscriber Showdown Sundays and 2 more Tuesdays where I narrate battles submitted by the friends and fans of the content. Up until this point, ladies and gentlemen, whenever videos of mine don't do well, I automatically turn to YouTube and think their algorithms have screwed with subfeeds and even notifications, as I have heard multiple complaints about how X person or people don't even get notified. Those glitches are an absolute killer. However, every now and then there comes a time in life where you have to judge yourself and look deep within yourself, where you have to look in the mirror and look deep within yourself. At this point, I really have run into a roadblock, and I don't know what to do and how to correctly answer this. I feel like it is my fault, and it could be for a long list of reasons. Maybe my character is overdone and overrated. Maybe my content isn't as good as I think or hope. Maybe I'm putting too much effort into my videos, or maybe not enough effort into my videos. Maybe it's the lack of results despite hard work that is taking a toll on me. And to be completely honest, I really don't know 100% what to say or do at this point. I really don't. So ladies and gentlemen, this is where I turn to you for an answer as well as an apology. I can honestly say, I feel like I've let you all down. I feel like I have failed despite my efforts. And for that, I am truly, truly sorry to you all if you feel like I have let you down, as I most likely have. If my content hasn't either entertained or inspired you and instead was just a waste of your time, I am very truly sorry. Time is a very precious element in life that should be used wisely. I feel like that because of the lack of engagement, feedback, and ratings, it's because of my content not doing what I want and hope it would do for everyone watching. The thing is, I don't know what everyone wants or accepts without criticism and feedback. The lack of feedback and honest ratings does sting, because I don't know if either you watched the video, got notified, or if you enjoyed it or had a problem with it. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, is I have never been a quitter. I just don't have it in me to quit. I really don't. I mean, even if I want to quit at something, I just don't have it in me. To quit on all of you guys would be a complete show of disrespect, not only to myself, not only to the channel, the content, but most importantly, to each and every single one of you who have stuck through and supported me. The thing is, this is what I want to do. I love inspiring and entertaining people, whether it's through playing a character, being myself, or by any other means that is positive and harmless. So ladies and gentlemen, with all of that being said, I want to ask you guys a request. I have a request for all of you. It would really, truly mean the world to me if this could happen. I'd love to hear back from you all when it comes to my content and future uploads, when it comes to things like feedback and criticism, as it allows for me to know what your thoughts are and if you found inspiration and or entertainment out of whatever the video may be. The importance of feedback is very high for any content creator and in general, and it is especially important and meaningful coming from all of you, given how much you all have helped me with the improvements and clarifications in the past. To inspire and entertain as to help people and make people happy. That's all I want out of this. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I close with one final statement to say, I love each and every single one of you guys. Much love to you all, and thank you for everything you have done for me. I will always cherish it. Yours truly, this is Corey signing off. Have yourself a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope to hear back from you guys. God bless, and take care.